Okay, good. All right. All right. So is it? Is it? I wanted to end. Oh, that was unexpected. That should I? Okay, yeah. That should I record it all? Because that's the gaming recording. I accidentally did both of them here on Zoom, and the other one the gaming wasn't supposed to be it. Okay, let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the season finale of Real Talk, Season 4, with me, Michael Norris. Okay, this is it. This will be the final episode before wrapping up the Season 4. It has been over 2 years since I want to consider this a season, but it's not really actual season. It's over the course of the 2 years interval that I have. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is thank you to everybody who me, but I didn't get a chance to promote. I didn't promote this one to anybody, so might as well be promoting this because I haven't told anybody that hey I did a tell told anybody. I'm not telling guys the episode's coming out because it was radio silent and I didn't share like what I was supposed to share. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share this to everybody that I did season 4. Real talk. Wow, you guys are scrolling around. I wasn't. You weren't around. I haven't been around at all because you guys are not here, and I'm doing some other things like real talk or some other things that I to publish it out. But yeah, that's all I had. Trying to pull out this thing, but ever since the interaction that I have, we use our phone instead of the actual Wi-Fi. But in order to get us as Wi-Fi, we wanted to, you know, grab our phone and become a little hotspot. But unfortunately, it got maxed out of where it was the limit, and now I might have experienced some slow connections. So yeah, we still have but it's slow. It's very slow because I wanted to do a recap of what was going on with the season 4 real talk. Well, what are some things that I talked about? But apparently, this internet seems so slow. Yeah, that sucks because we have cut off the internet that we had. Should have we should thought about getting a new internet. Either we keep our yeah, we'll have probably think of internet services because right now mobile hotspots is good, but there are limits to it, and you could have a slow connection like this one I'm dealing with. So, you know what? I'm gonna use my phone instead. I will tell you everything about what I had on Real Talk. Yeah, I will tell you. They'll tell you everything about the Real Talk that I have this season, the entire season 4 Real Talk. All right, let's get this over with and see what we are talking about. Okay, so on the first episode, this is where somewhere around June. Well, I recorded this on the last day at college, last day in college. So yeah, first, so in episode one, I have talked about I have just finished college. It's the last day of college, and I'm doing finals for that reason, for that matter. So yeah, this is the last time I'm going to college. Yeah, this is the first talking to you about the last day, and I filmed it in UB, University of Buffalo. So that is where I, but it's a really hot day. Prop up some laptop and record it from there, and that's how I got my first episode of that season 4. And then the second one, it's talking about what to wear and some of the issues with the dress code and stuff in the summer. When it comes to summer, yeah, I've just talked about what I wear in summer, wear during the summer because I usually wear shorts or tank top, but a shirt is more preferably, and I wear a hoodie sometimes. You know, on a hot day, you believe that. And some of the issues with the dress code. Girls have a dress code, but don't worry, guys can also have dress codes too. You know, it is so issue. It's very strict. Some depends on what dress code we have. It's a sometimes it's very strict. It's a very strict thing when you have a dress code, and I've talked about that one. And we also got through some of the entitled customers getting deserved, and they have the pettiest things what they have done, petty revenge to a customer. Some malicious lines, but I have some sort of found it in some of the articles, so got through that. Okay, next one. Second episode is I filmed it in the canal side. Know that? That's another thing. I filmed it outside, canal side. Was before we went to the. This was during the final day, final year of living in the Eggert house. Yeah, our final year in the Eggert house. And I have walked around in a canal side. It was from there sitting at the where the canal side is, and I have walked myself and I talked through around the canal side. And then I certainly talked about this month, the entire that month of May. This was after of the incident. This is totally after. Yeah, this is way after this one. This is like a few weeks. I think somewhere in June that I filmed it. This is weeks after the big incident in Tops right there in Jefferson Avenue. Yeah, and this was happening 1 week before our commence day, and we do have a we studied for the finals, and I've been with the group, for studying some our finals and stuff. So we booked a room, and then I scroll on to the phone, and there's a incident that happened. Yeah, talked about it, and then I certainly give myself a question of how is it racially motivated, and then the opinion about, and then some big addresses about the incident, the TOPS incident since May of 2022. I visited already. Yes, I did visited the site where it was. This was after the incident. Everyone's looking around. Was there, and I have pictures and I posted it. Yeah, it's tough. 2 years, and I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated that someone did this. My age. And he's not from Buffalo at all. He wasn't from Buffalo at all. At all. Went somewhere, try way to shock people and all that stuff and all that happened. Oh, lots of incidents happened. Going on at me, it's crazy. And then they talked about how to prevent this from happening again. But right now, as of currently this video, there was another incident in Kansas City where they celebrated the winning, but someone got down and killed some people. I don't know who did it, who was the perpetrator in that job, but they're problematic. And then I gave some of the facts about the Buffalo, because dedication to the Buffalo thing. Give us a little good note, get myself out here. And then it was, I don't know, 14 months. It's been 14 months and I have not made any video, made an episode of Real Talk at all because I was too busy with the work. Yeah, way too busy with some work, going back and forth. And then in between those, I'm so worried. We are worried about selling the house. And they did. They did sell because my aunt sell that Eggert house and somebody owned that house for no for a long period of time. So yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. So yeah, and then I switched jobs and everything like that. And I quit that I had worked for 2 years, quit it and move on to the job which I'm currently in now. So with the current job that I am in now, 2 years I'm still going strong. So yeah, that was great. That was between those years that I working busy with my regular life, my normal life, away from socials, away from everything. No, away from the podcast and stuff, because been away for everything. That's between those years and the gap, because I had jobs, we moved houses, back to our Monticello house. Everything has changed now. So we changed a bunch of things now. House, because we moved a lot of stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then right we hit in October, the three I filmed myself in the park. Yeah, yeah, I filmed myself at the Delaware Park because we walked the Delaware Park and we walked around park two times around. And then talking about the changes was being season 4 instead of this typical 24 episodes for that one whole year. I changed back to 12, the original episodes, 12 episodes that I originally planned in the beginning. And talk about staying active and such. How to be staying active. And then how I usually being active and stuff. Because I mostly walks, mostly cardio stuffs. Because I'm a good walker. But if I'm walk right now, if I'm very comfortable walking, that's good. Nice to walk around with my own 2 feet. Then I'm probably gonna start building up muscle because you gotta be strong. Be 5'4", but strong enough to lift and such. So yeah, probably remind myself to get your butt upward there and stay active. Yeah, I'm trying going back to staying active after those few years. Okay, episode 4. Some of the updates and vacations and then the embarrassment. So what's what was going on about the lab that I think I filmed this one. Let me check because I have I have the episode 4. It's in my YouTube too. Cause yeah, so yeah, don't get that. I also did the video version. There are two versions. One is the podcast and the other one is here in the video. So episode 4. Oh yeah, this is me during my work, of course, but this is way before I'm doing the Summer Olympics. Well, we have our own Olympics. We have At work, we play some competitions and get this at the medal. And I talked about the life that I have been going on with me for the past few months within the months that I came back from Utah. Back and get the episodes more. And then vacations that I have been to, and then some of the ickiest stuff, the things about vacation. Because I've been in the vacations. I think this year, I don't know, one in Texas, one's back in Florida, went to Vermont, and then Florida again. So four times that we've done that. And then some of the things that feel like it's embarrassing is like how are you not embarrassed? Or some of the vacation that went like wrong and the embarrassment of that within the vacation. So that was the episode 4. Just get a little summary there. Episode 5, just film home. Nothing else about it. So episode 5 talked about the summer games, which I mentioned, and how I won. I think one event that I have, and it's the brain teasers. Just basically sharpen your mind and do some of the puzzles stuff, and how I won. That's the only one that I have won on that event. Very proud of it. Couldn't done without the other people who have worked on the same department as I am. So great. And then about 24, right? Turning 24, which I am now 24. And giving you some of the reasons why 24 is a great age in some of the opinion, according to the socials. Why 24 is a great age? Because you're entering mid age. Yeah, you're entering a mid age. But when it comes to 25, that is an official mid age. An official mid age. But once you get to 30, but once I turn 30, this is that I stop. But like I said, once I turn 30, this will be gone. I can't do dance, I can't do YouTube. Oh, YouTube might be not going anywhere, but still have some time for it all. But it's only going to be limited from now on until then. From now on. So 24. Yep. And then episode 6, that was episode 5, talking about the game, about the Olympic Summer Games that I have won, and then thinking about, and then turning 24, and why is that 24 age? Episode 6 is where I had just turned 24. Yeah, 24, and I have just turned 24. I think is this recorded on 4 days after my birthday, and I turned 24 at that time. And then I made some opinions about birthday cakes are overrated, and I explain it to you. And then teach you a few thing or two about the Gen Zs, because I'm a Gen Z, and I learn how to know, and I certainly know few Gen Z slangs, because I'm a Gen Z, and I should know those slangs. You feel me? Yeah. I mean, low key, I have learned Gen Zs. Well, I have just learned it, developing through it, through internet. A lot of things in the internet. So yeah, that was episode 6. Episode 7. Oh yeah, this is the one that gets me. So this where a one particular story about a house sitter just cleaned the house and found something that's inside the box, and you gotta have to watch episode 7 to give you some. There are more details in that. And then I made some palette cleansers with some quizzes. No, yep, have elaborate Thanksgiving because we have some Thanksgiving is coming up right around November. So yeah, There's some Thanksgiving stuff and all. That's all there's to it. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, the quizzes and Thanksgiving quizzes, those were the palate cleansers from that story. Alright, episode 8 is Petty Revenge, and it's just mostly going through some stories of r slash Petty Revenge. Lots of going. I've been through a lot of scrolling up some stories. There are lots of stories that have some perfect revenge, but in the pettiest way. Just they move in the shadows. Start working on the clock, y'all. Start working on the clock. that's that's just that one episode, but that episode 8. Episode 9, this is where we have moved right now. In here, this is where we're here. And talked about how we moved. Well, about because we have just moved from the Edgar house, and I made a video that around in mid-November, around the end of November, and saying that we are moving. And so yes, we did. Well, we took everything from that Mount Cell house and we put it in storage. And now we have nowhere to go. We to find that place. And once we find that place, let's go. This is where we are now, folks. This is where we are. That was where was I gone right now over the few years that I have, over the few months between November and then somewhere around December and January. That's where we are. That's where we were now. And then we have guessed some of the age based on the movies that I like from the years, and then they'll tell you what age was it. Spoiler alert, it's not even close. It's not even quite close at all. Not even close. Episode 10. We've done this one because it's a Valentine's Day. It's coming up. Uh, 1 month in, and yeah, we just talked about 1 month in to here. 1 month moving here. And then I film myself cooking some food. That's another video that I have done out in this computer. Cook some food. Well, not really cooking food. It's just reheating some food. Some food that we have cooked. My mom cooked before. So, and then some Valentine's Day quizzes that I have been discussed about. Get all that. And then here comes the last episode, which I talked about the apartment now, our current situation right now. The apartment now becomes storage. Yeah. This whole thing, this apartment now, this becomes a storage sort of apartment. It's apartment turning into storage. It's apartment and storage at the same time. So got all stuff. But as it progresses, some of the stuff here will be gone soon. Be gone, and it's just a normal apartment that we already know, we knew and loved. But over the course of time, over the course of this year, those stuff are gonna be gone, and it's just a regular apartment, like it should be, as it should be. And then some of the quotes of "Don't judge a book by its cover." Down that I've been over and over that one from the last episode. And then some people on the Reddit, and I've been through some 3 stories of "Am I the ace in the hole?" Well, I say ace in a hole because there's a swear. There is a swear on it, but I call it ace in the hole for some sort. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it for the episodes that I have done from the 11 episodes. And now we're here. This is now we are here in our very most episodic thing, the final episode of the season 4. Okay, I'm trying to attempt to do this, but before I'm gonna wrap this up, I'm not wrapping this up yet because it's not even 30 minutes yet. Not sure when is our recording time as of now, but I really want to look at the timer app. Oh, I don't want to click the timer app. No, no, not yet. Because I want to check how far is it from my recording. It's just it elapses a bit, and then the recording. Okay, just forget it. I don't know when was this recorded or what time recorded, because I want to I had to make sure that 30 minutes that my that I should be done at least 30 minutes of it, at least 30 minutes. But okay, yep, yeah. Now let's move on to one more. We have one more thing that I will be putting in opinion, and one more of Susan Fun Incidents. That wraps up our episode, and that wraps up for the season 4. Okay, I did have thought about this one from yesterday when it comes to becoming the main character. Okay, main character. You're supposed to say yourself some shine. You want to be the main character and there in this whole scenario. I mean, you can be, but you gotta be nice when it comes to. I mean, being main character is all so having the energy. If you're having a main character energy, well, for me, I have some. I did have main character energy too, so don't worry about it. But sometimes I don't record. I do have a main character energy, but I don't record things. I don't do like anyone else. It's so embarrassing. It's so cringe. It's like, who watches that? Watch something that is so cringe and so embarrassing that you did all the embarrassment to yourself. You created this embarrassment. But some others are if they took it's a little bit advantage and took a little bit too far. So what I found about having a being a main character is be some kind of things because that would turn you into influencer or influencer like a bad influencer. What I have thought about so what an influencer is. Because when it comes to say the word influencers, bad. It defaults into bad. You might end up getting influencers in the wild, want to show up, just be the main character, the big show. No, me starting Michael Honorius. Yeah, well, my podcast, I'm always be that main character, always be me. But there are some other main characters that I have for Emma Records. It's crazy, very crazy things. Sometimes I need camera, sometimes I don't need a camera. Well, maybe off camera, being me. And to be honest with you, I'm always be the main character for any situation. Since I need to stay away from being myself the main character because I don't want to be end up on the producers. I want to be the influencers in the wild and me vlogging stuff. Always be like the main character. I am telling you right now that that me thoughts is a main character energy. I have that particular main character energy that I have in mind. Oh, sometimes so embarrassed. Sometimes some videos are, and sometimes those are very well executed. It's fine, not much about it. Okay, but when it comes to blogs, I have changed the format of what blogs is because I wanted to keep it short. I want this to be, I want to film as many clips as possible, but I want to keep it short, very, very short, and just roll over and go into the next clip or when I feel like it. But when it comes to the conversations and stuff, off camera. I will not ever record it to Arkham. Never ever record it to any conversations at all. Don't, because it's not that important. The conversation that we have, it's not important at all. That's why I don't record those. Most of the videos that I have, I don't record those. Now, if there's something very personal or family purposes, yeah, try to stay away. Oh, but sorry, I'll even get back to the main character. But one of the things that I hate about character is the entitlement and the rudeness to other people and thinking that they're better than them. That's another thing about it. That's the dark side. That's the bad side of what being the main character is or influencer and stuff. What I think I hate the most is that people asking to move just to film yourself and all. I mean, yeah, do what you gotta do, but be mindful that there will be people around. I'm just gonna turn on the lights there. But be mindful that there will be people, okay? You're in public setting, okay? You're in a public setting. There will be people gonna be roaming around, record around, just filming things. But don't start getting something that's rude to other people or asking them to move around just to film yourself. No, that's a disrespectful thing to do. Okay, you're not supposed to talk down to those people when you're recording. Just because recording thing that doesn't mean you have to tell anybody to move, just so you can record. That's not how it works. You're public, okay? Expect that there will be people showing up. Expect that it's going to happen. If you want to record just like me, I always record it myself. I'm not sure there are no people around me at all. Okay. I have to make sure that when it comes to recording this, I has to be focuses on me. Don't focus around people a lot. And if I want to focus people around a lot, I'm only doing this for like a few seconds and then hand it back right into me. Just me. If there's no people around, then great. I can just film it whenever I feel like. Yeah, I'll just film it if there's no people around. But don't ask anybody to move around, being being something disrespectful. You get no respect from me if you're doing this. And if you're doing this to me and you film it without ever permission, that's the thing because you always have a filming permit. Okay, a film permit have a permit. It's very important to have a permit. But why is it a permit very important? Well, it's because, well, for the permit, you always have the date of when you're filming it. Sure, you have a permit that tells you that, hey, you can film this in public around this date and such. The start date and then when it ends. You always you should have a permit, a filming permit, a permission that you can film. And if you don't mind, just ask. Ask somebody in but if they want to be if they don't mind to film. Because someone talked about oh I'm sorry, I just lost my thoughts about it. If you have an opinion about it, yeah, always ask permission. You can always ask other people if they don't mind to film and trying to get filmed and stuff. And always should have a consent, have a permit to make sure that you're filming this. Not just not just be to push around or talk down to people to move just so because you're recording. That's a bad person. That's a real definition of influencer that is bad. Bad, entitled, think that you're filming things, and you think you're owning a spot right here. No, you don't. You're not better than anybody. You're just a nobody like me and everybody else. Because at the end of the day, you're just a nobody. I'm a nobody. Everybody else is a nobody from the start. Okay? Nobody should ever be rude. That's probably the dark side of becoming the main character. Because you always have get yourself the center of attention. But it has to be something good. If you want to become a center of attention, then audition. Okay? If you feel like you want to be the main star of everything, then why not go to audition or start practicing become an actor. Start practicing the lines, some dummy sides, and you know, audition. Like every single people, if they wanted to audition and play the part, if you want to play the main character, there are very important aspects of this of becoming an actor and be the main character because this is a very big thing. Oh, my hair's a mess or something like that. So yeah, be main character so much. Yeah, at least don't be rude to people when you film. Okay, if you wanna film something, then do it. Okay, do what you gotta do. Just film it. But expect there are people around you. There will be people around you. They will walk around, see your film, say, "Oh my God, what is this person recording?" Be respectful. Okay, you have to be very respectful when you film. When I film something in public, because I film things in public all the time. But I have to be aware. There are some things that I'm too aware that there will be people. Yes, I expect there will be people. But I want to make sure that it has to be me so that I'm not facing them, not filming them recording something. I'm recording this me facing them. It has to be focused on me. Okay? And if parents think that filming them when the video is in actually me and not you. So yeah, don't come after me and saying you're recording me. I'm not. I'm not recording you because the video is in my face. It's in my face, and it's not your face. But if you want to talk down something bad about it, I'll leave this. I'll leave this on. I'll leave the recording on. I'll put you on the TikTok. They will find you. They will find you in some way. And maybe I could probably show your face and see if you are who the Karen is. I could probably there's a you do that because I know it's public space. Make sure I want to be aware that I have to film. Because I love filming things. I love to film myself doing things from left to right. Expect I expect there's people, okay? But if think I'm recording them, no. When the video is actually in my face. Because when it comes to me recording this and the video is in my face, yeah, let me see filming this and this is my face. Video's in my face and it's not here. Camera's not here. There are two sides of there are two cameras. One's at the back. I know the expect to see there's a camera here in the back. But there's also camera in the front. Right? Two cameras. Back and forth. Again, always expect want to be a main character, just ask nicely and you can have it. You can be you becoming this big main character energy if you want to feel happy about it. But at least don't be rude to people that you know that you're recording. And don't tell them to move and you're not better than anybody, okay? Again, you're nobody after all, okay? So you're an influencer doesn't mean you're because you're an influencer doesn't mean you have to be right to move somebody and okay? Just because if you're because you have that main character doesn't mean you have to be entitled and rude to everybody. So be nice when if you're filming in public. Okay? Just be nice to people. That's all for that. That's all I'm gonna say for that. All right. One last thing before we're away. Because I don't have anything to look over now, but day's over. But let's see what the Google has to say. I'm just gonna go to some ways they have done when it comes to Google. I'm gonna look around and see if they had. I have seen across the internet and stuff that they had a trending called the Gen Z Bible. So, Michael, what's the Gen Z Bible? Well, I'll tell you about it. So, what a Gen Z. So, yeah, there is such thing as a Gen Z Bible, folks. There is such thing. So, basically, they had taken all the words from the Bible and they put it together, plop it in, and turn it into, say, a Gen Z. I think one of the most popular book they have here, it's called one of the most popular book they have here, it's called The Gospel by Gen Z. They do have this in the shop. This is where they took everything from the Bible, put it together, and make it like a Gen Z. Alright, I'm gonna give you some of the few snippets of them if you wanna buy some of this, because it would it's so funny. Okay. This is the one that I have read before. Oh, no, don't this one. This is the one that I am found. And this was very funny too. And this was chapter 3 pronunciation. I'm gonna give you some of the samples, and if you want to buy this book, I might buy the book, but I will have to think about it because it's a physical book. There is no a PDF version of this book of the Bible. There's no PDF version of this book. You'll have to get this. Buy it online and then they'll ship it to you. Okay? Alright. So this was a chapter 3 called the Annunciation. This is a Annunciation of Gabriel. It's one of the archangels named Gabriel of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Right, sir. It's gonna read what it says. And this is literally a Gen Z thing. Alright, here we go. Mary was a pick-me girl for God and was simping him in prayer. So pick-me girl is basically okay. I'm so having a hard time. I need to get with the times of what a Gen Z is. So I'm just gonna give you what those reference is. Okay, so a pick-me girl is basically seduce a woman, especially the one that met, or say to start talking to somebody you not know because you wouldn't have to do things with them. That's a pickup girl. Girl forgot. So this was a seduce a woman. That's basically what a pick me. Not pickup girl. That's a pick me girl. Sorry, that's not a pickup girl. A pick me girl. So all right. So yeah, pick me girl is a woman who seeks validation. Okay. Okay, so obvious is who's obviously in obsessive with. Okay, hold on. Let me do this again. So, pick me girl is a woman who seeks validation and approval from men, often expands. about a woman. That's a pick me girl. Okay. And it was simping for him. Okay, so you're have a crush somebody. And when the angel Gabriel appeared to her and said, "Hey yo, you're the real one," and the top G is filming, which is top G is referring to God. And she thought his comment was suspicion and gave him a side eye. That's okay. I'm going to show you what a this is what a side eye is. That's a side eye. Give him somebody a side eye. He said, "Baby girl, chill. God said to telling you pass his vibe check." So they want to keep the check in. So God wants to give you the check, the vibe check on her. And they passed that vibe check. So good. And low key, he wants to have the main character under the radar. Have the main character, which I mentioned from last time. You name Jesus, and they will say, "Yeah, he's him. He's him." The one prophesied in the divine dad lore, who solos all and who's crushing it never ends. He will take the W from all his opponents, and his kingdom will go hard forever. I love this one. She said, "How can this be? Since I promised him my body count will always be zero." Respectfully. So body count is how many people you have slept with. That's body count. He said, "This ain't about cuffing season." Hey, relationship, relationship, cuffing. And for the whole will live rent free. Something goes on, things that you have in mind, rent free in you. And your boy Jesus will be a divine bro. Besides, your cousin Elizabeth was with child. Was with child, Chile. So child is, let me search. That's a slang. Child, because they put E instead of D. Child, Chile. It means child, Child. Made a little typo, but child, child is child. She who is older than a boomer and whose husband is way past beekeeping age. Beekeeping age. Okay, so 40s and 50s. That's the beekeeping age right there. And check the man in his 40s and 50s. They meant either a deal for Zaddy. But you don't want to know what those is. You don't want to know what those are. Okay, so Mary said, "Bet." Yes. And Gabriel left her red. Okay. And she let the whole spirit cook. Let it cook. Just cook is just basically process it. Process. But cook is another word for that. And then there's a little bit here on number 2, because the notes. Some ancient ministers add, "For God doesn't even know how to take an L. He just built different." Built different means you're building up some of the muscles and you having the flex, you know. That's a great example. That's one of the great examples they have in the book. There's another one too, right here. I have another one. There's another one. Okay. This was the Anat trial. Right. This is the Christ before the high priest. All right, let's read this out. POB. So point of view. So this is in your position. The ops doing the most trying to cancel you. They wanted to say something that's bad that can definitely to you. And that's the worst thing. Cancel culture is real. And for what? So they brought Jesus to the house of Karen in secret. Karens. They always have a say or something. Okay. They put Holy Bro on the trial but didn't live stream it. and Siap and Siapa's the main Karen said, "Bro, spill the tea." Okay, so gotta say something here. But Jesus said, I've been live streaming for 3 years straight. Just ask those who stand me respectfully. So yeah, live streaming. They just didn't and just filmed it 3 years. And the people who have known for him, they're fan of him. At that one of the simp guards threw hands at Holy Bro on the truck. Bro, but Jesus said, how am I caught lacking? Bring the receipts, some evidence. When they brought in witnesses, they were all capping hard, lying, and they threw shade at our boy. That's Jesus. But the collars didn't match. Hmm. So Karen said, are you the main character? Jesus said, perchance. But Karen said, you can't just say perchance. You're the son of the divine G. Just said, I'm him. The Karen said we call him in 4K. Blasphemy. Let's bring receipts to get him canceled. People say don't believe. People not believe Jesus, and they say no. You have to believe in Jesus. That's basically it. So yeah, they filmed him calling K, and they witnessed that the blaspheming. People saying it's a lying because he said he lied to them, and then bring all the evidences, and then boom, put them out and get canceled. Canceled is a worst thing that can happen because when you said something that's not pertains right, but Jesus always said something that's true, and that is true. That accuser might be problematic. So let's see what it is. So they began to cover his face, throw hands with him, saying, "Prophecy, O main character, whose hand was thrown, lol." Meanwhile, Peter was cosplaying an NPC at the guards' fire, and they said, "Bro, didn't you pop my cut just didn't pop my cut just a minute ago?" Yeah, there's a lot of things that go. There's a lot of things going on. Ka means cousin. Yes. To pop my ka, like pull, observe, push, press. That's pop. You. That's the meaning of the slang called pop. P-O-P-P. That means you pop my ka. Did you pull, observe, push, and press? But that's not what it is. You pop my ka. It's cousin. Ka is cousin. Just a minute ago, Peter said, OMG, I wasn't with Jesus. They said, Cap, lie. And I said, I swear to God. They say, nah, jit lying. Nah, jit lying. But Peter was doing the most and said, for real, I don't know who Jesus, for real, FR. I don't even know who Jesus is. It's FRDK who Jesus is. He said, for real, FR is for real. IDEK, I don't even know who Jesus is. Julian, the one that got me. And it said, for real, I don't even know who Jesus is. Okay. At that moment, he realized he was caught lacking. Yep. Mm-mm. As Holy Bro said he would. So he ran and entered his sorry era. Okay, there are some other things caught lacking. This was slang for caught being caught an enemy without a weapon to defend yourself. So yeah, you don't have anything to say. And if you have no lacking, then it means you're not even ready for this conversation. And if you're lacking, that means you have essentially caught without saying something. caught without some weapons, without some evidence. Well, guess what? You're stuck in the Star era, folks. That person stuck in the Star era. I do like that one. I think there's also one more somewhere here, and but other than that, those were the only two I have found. Yeah, those were the only two that I have found from the gospel shop. But it's also in, let me check here. Yeah, this is called The Gospel by Gen Z. This is everything you have to know about the Gen Z, know about the Bible, but they put this in a Gen Z. I do like it. So yeah, if you wanted to, so yeah, if you want to buy that, it's okay, because this is here on Amazon. You can buy this one, Gen Z, The Gospel by Gen Z, and there are some Bible stories in here, which will make sense in the end. This one, see, yeah, that will definitely make sense to me. To me, it will make sense. But oh, he's being in the middle of normal English because I'm in normal English, but didn't get into the Gen Z thing. But there are a bunch. There are a bunch of Gen Z stuff. They already have. They should have like a dictionary, an actual dictionary for all the Gen Zs about the Gen Z stuff, all the slangs for Gen Z. But yeah, you can buy this book, but this is a it's available. It all comes in either a book. No, everything is in uh, a physical. All these books are in physical. Okay, they're all physical. You can read some of the samples there, but it's all physical. Okay, very physical. So yeah, okay. So yeah, 50 stories in it taken from the four Gospels translated Gen Z. It's very high selection with the artwork and every chapter they have thrown for you. And there are lots of glossaries with the Gen Z phrases and means that all referenced in. It's all there. So yeah, it costs you 21 bucks for a paperback, but about $30 for the hardcover. Yeah, it's real nice. This is very nice, very nice. And I did not know you can sort of sample. Did you know that? And there is a free sample. I'm just gonna go check the sample what the book is, but hopefully it's good. Hopefully that book is good. All right, that is pretty much it. Hold on, let me stop that chair. Yeah, if you want to buy that book, you can buy that one. I might consider buying it, but I will be. Hold on, I'll think about it. So yeah, they're very funny, pretty sure. All right, that does it for me. That wraps up my season 4 of Real Talk. Thank you so much for sticking around for that 2-year interval that I have been with here. But I have a bunch of things to talk in for this season 5. Well, you probably have just give me like a couple months or so, and then I'll start prepping up for season 5 of Real Talk. Okay? Yeah, just give me a couple months or so, and then we'll work on the season 5. No, I'll work on season 5. Okay? Yeah, but right now that wraps up our season 4. I'll hopefully you'll see again on season 5. We'll talk. There are there's no confirmed dates or anything like that, but I'll tell you when. Okay? I'll tell you when. Alright guys. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for listening before. And as always, take care. Have a blessed day.